Hi folks, welcome back to part 2 of my East Coast cruise. Okay, so in this episode we are going to head out of the River Roach and the River Crouch. Going to head to sea and head east over to Walton on the Naze, and then on the following day we're going to head out of the Walton Backwaters and we're going to continue northeast and we're going to head for the River Alde and an anchorage called Abramson's Bosom. So sit back and enjoy. Good morning. You can't see anything. You see me now? Right, I can't fit. Morning. So it's currently 4:45. Good morning. Okay, so we are underway. You might have seen, I probably will put it, the briefest of clips this morning as I was trying to film the departure and the battery ran out. So unfortunately I was on a timetable because I am sailing with friends, so I didn't have time to change the battery, etc. So anyway, we are underway now. That's the route today. You see, we started over here in the Roach, in the Crouch, and we're just heading out towards the Spitway, waypoint number 2. We are motor sailing, very much on the motor side of sailing. I optimistically put my sail out, and I did get some drive to start with. We had sort of 3.5 knots of wind, but it sort of fell away. We are in company. That's James and Joe on Nimu ahead with the tender, and then we've got another couple of people that came out of Burnham, and we're all sort of doing fairly similar speeds really. The other 2 guys didn't bother putting their sails out, so but we're heading for Walton Backwaters now, so I'll bring you back if anything exciting happens. Alright, speak to you in a minute. Swin Spitway. I love the sound of that big clangy bell. I put my sail away because everybody knows the most effective way to make the wind blow is to put your sail away. So James has still got his up. He's got a nice roller reefing main there. So they were flapping a minute ago, and getting away. My wind vane actually stopped turning, so I thought I'd put the sail away. But looks like they've got a bit of puff in theirs, but I'm not getting it out again just yet. Oh, you can look at their ensign. There's no wind in that ensign. Oh, and look at my ensign. There's no wind in my ensign either. There's no wind. Alright, sails back up. Bloody hell, I put this thing on to I waited to put this thing on, put the sails up, and forgot to press the button again. So annoying. Wind farm. I put them away, I'd say, because the wind avoided that wreck. I put them away because the wind stopped blowing, and we all know the best way to make the wind blow is to put your sails away. So the wind turbine started turning again, so the sails came back out. Lovely. Alright, time is 8:25. Sun is coming out, which is nice. Wind's picking up. We're doing about 4.5 knots, 4.5 knots, going well. Heading for Walton on the Naze now, just passing Finton, miles and miles away. Lots of boats out, which is nice. There's our 2 people from this morning, passing the wind farms. So yeah, going well. That's Walton on the Naze Pier just ahead, closer to Frinton Beach. I don't know if you can see it, but that's Walton on the Naze watchtower thingy. Don't know what it is. Be nice to go and see it at some point in time on shore, but it's nice to see it from here as well. Wind's dropping down a bit now, it's a bit changeable, but we're still mooching along somewhere between 1.5 and 2.5 knots. See how we get on. So we're just heading into Hampstead Waters now. We kind of cut the corner, which is fine. There's plenty of water, but we're just getting into the channel now. And there's a few boats around, so I think that's the Orwell over there. I'll double check that later. I think that's the Orwell, goes up to Ipswich. We are now in the Walton Backwaters. It is super shallow. What are we on? 2 meters at the moment. You got zigzagging in and out of these buoys. The old birds are chilling out on their little sandbank over there. James is leading the way. Excellent work. We'll see if we can find an anchorage down here. Right, I'm giving up on this YouTube nonsense. I didn't start the camera again. Unbelievable. Here's Joe. Hey Joe. We are all rafted up in the Walton Backwaters. Yeah. The tower is over there. It's a bit like Burnham. You have to go all the way out to get back in. But yes, lovely part of the world. I'm gonna have to move to set my anchor later. I will start the camera then. Good morning. So here we are in the Walton Backwaters. The time is 10 to 9. Leaving at 9 o'clock and then heading over to the Alde. See how we get on. Not a lot of wind and we're against the tide, so we'll see what progress we make. Should be 4 hours at 4 knots. Might be 6 hours at 2 knots. So anyway, we'll see how we go. I will put the chest strap on and we'll get some action today. All right, speak to you in a minute. Right, so I did not know I was in for a very difficult and messy anchor pull here. I'm just getting ready, pulling in. I'll take the snubber off, but yeah, I start to gather this in, goes in the bowl as usual, but the ground here was super soft and super muddy, so the anchor has sunk clearly quite deeply into the mud. I get to a certain point and then I have to pull it with all my might. I eventually get it in. I was a bit concerned at one point, but then I'm a bit out of breath and I've got a very muddy mess on the deck. It takes me about 45 minutes to clear up and stow before I'm in a position to take over from Mr. Christian, get back on the helm and get the sails up. So I've really been putting some tension on this, trying to yank it up. So I've given it a few squeezes, kept some pressure on it. Started to get the legs involved here, and I really was thinking, oh my goodness, this is stuck fast. What am I going to do? But finally, I give it one final big yank, and up she comes. And that's us out. into the, well, we're just leaving the Walton Channel. And then that's the Orwell, I think. Gotta go and clean the anchor next. God, state of that. Now that is pretty. This is the way to spend a day. Beautiful. Oh, anchor is finally away. Right. This is the Harwich channel. Harwich VTS has just advised or reminded all small vessels to stay out of the channel, which is fine. So there's a lot of vessels there. I'm going to go on the back of it. Looks like James is going to cut across it in a moment, but I'll make a left turn in a minute and then I'll get back behind James. I'm going to get the sail out now as well. Only it's about an hour to put the anchor away. Oh, it was so filthy. All right, I might as well leave you running for a minute. Big, isn't it? No! Oh mate, that was a legendary sail lift. Oh, press the button, dumb cough. Oh. Right, not entirely sure it was worth the effort, but I must show willing, so the sail is up. Three and a half knots. Ooh. Ooh. got 2 airplanes flying in formation over there. I thought they were coming our way. Or maybe they've just been over... I've missed them. They're going away from me, not towards me. Very good. Up by the wind farm. Very good. The mouth of the River Deben. Some watchtowers there. Look medieval rather than World Warish. Very nice though. Got a big buoy here. I thought it was a seagull sat on top of it from a while out, but no, it's some sort of light, I suppose, piece of equipment. Hope it's got a bell in it. I like the ones with bells in them. Still motoring, 2.5 knots. Something Haven. I could just look at the chart, but that's not as much fun, is it? Woodbridge Haven. Very good. It's not got a bell. What a shame. Not sure what you can see, but there is an outer marker over there for the entrance to the Alde. There's the sharps. We're going in on jibs rather than taking the corner with the mains up. So yes, I'll film the entrance. Quite a technical entrance this, apparently. I will put some pictures in. The local port authority or the East Coast Pilot put out a sort of guidance notification each year. Don't think it's changed much from last year, but it's marked. There's a red buoy over there and there's a green buoy. It's quite a tight corner. We're getting here at 2 hours before high tide, so we're on the flood. The water's going in, which is what you want, because you wouldn't make much headway with sort of a 2 knot flow against you. So you go in with the ebb. I'll be coming out tomorrow. Sorry, going with the flood. I'll be coming out tomorrow with the ebb, and then you race around the corner, and then we'll go up the Alde a bit and we'll anchor. So I'll film a bit of this getting around the corner. So here we go. I've got the outer marker just there. We're going to make our turn in a moment. We've got a boat on the way out. We've got the shops on the way in, and we've got the buoys clearly marked. So obviously we need the red buoy just to our port, and then we want the green buoy to our starboard. But we give that quite a healthy corner around it. We give it a lot of room. If you turn just before it, there's a sandbank just behind it, so I don't know why they don't put it a little bit further back, but hopefully we'll be able to see the sand. So the recommendation is to come in here 2 hours before high tide, which is what we're doing. That boat just came out 2 hours before high tide under full sail, so they did well, didn't they? Didn't they? I might reconsider my plans for exiting tomorrow. Didn't even look like they had the motor on. You see over that? You're looking straight through the window. Anyway, just about to see the sharps. Oh, this is lovely. Nice quiet beach. alright, doesn't it? So 4.3, staying in deep bit. Nice. You're right about that tide. We're not done that all day. Certainly not the sails or the engine. That's the tide. Very good. It's very narrow. Getting a bit choppy up here and lots of traffic. Looks like another cheeky little technical bit here. Got to get around this corner. Looks like it doesn't go anywhere, but yeah, we're turning in there, and then there's an anchorage around the corner. But it looks quite busy. So I'm going to raft up with the shots because Joe is making dinner. Delicious. Oh. Yeah, looks good to me. Does that go a bit tighter, Joe, maybe? Beauty. Thank you all.
I might move again for tonight.
You think? Why's that?
We had loads of depth, we're in 2 metres of water.
Oh, right. Oh, dear.
I've covered this boat. I don't know if we can this away from the boat. Like that probably at a
Yes.
Walton, you know.
Yeah.
Shall I take that one?
Yeah. That's just right, isn't it? That's good. How you doing? Nice. Hello.
Did you
That
have
was
fun
fun.
getting
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you like the eddies and everything?
Yeah.
Did you like the fact it was like nothing, 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 and then 400 boats at once?
Yeah, exactly.
That's our
What are they doing coming out at this time? So that's a wrap. Stay tuned for part 3, where I sail my longest individual leg so far. I do about 41 nautical miles back all the way from here to Cliff Reach, which is only about an hour away from the club, really. So sail basically all the way home. Tailwinds all the way. I leave on the ebb, so I have the tide against me when I exit the oar. Then across the Harwich Channel, then I get the tide in my favour. It's tailwinds all the way. Gets a bit lumpy over the Spitway. Oh, you know, it's all tailwinds and a few technical jives, and a large piece of commercial traffic decides to squeeze past me just by the Buxy Sands. So all that to come. And finally, if you're still here, the usual request to like and subscribe. Bye for now.